I'm going to tell you the way that you can understand how these people misuse that rental vehicle. See, they rented that vehicle, and they put the pedal to the metal in that vehicle. You know what I mean? Now, see, if there was their own vehicle, they'll say, put your feet on the mat. Don't put your greasy hands. You've been eating that greasy chicken. You use a wet wipe and wipe your hands before you put your hands on my car. You see what I'm saying? But when they rented that ultimate driving machine, with that panorama, oh baby, and had that panorama on it, they misused it, and they put that pedal to that metal, And I'm gonna tell you, when that metal touch metal, it's like two battery cables, and you put that battery, ooh baby, and you put that battery pole and put that hook on. And you put that battery on top of that you know how that thing goes. That mechanism, you put that seat thing on top of that battery cable. You know what I mean? And sometimes I have just that much electricity in it that sparks will fly off of it, you know what I mean? So a lot of times what people do, they put that pedal to that metal, you know what I mean? When they rent a car, you know what I'm saying? Now, if it was their own car, they wouldn't put the pedal to the metal. And see, that's why she said that she would appreciate it if somebody would treat that ultimate driving machine the way it was supposed to be treated, for at least for a while, you know what I mean? Just to show, you know what I mean? And I can tell you like I try to tell one of my children, you know what I mean? I got to tell you like that, you know what I mean? You have to make better decisions. You can't let people make decisions for you. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you what they do with those rental cars. Those folks get those rental cars and they lay in. They treat them like somebody at the humane shelter. They treat you like you at Camp Bow Wow with Kim Jong-il with his foot in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like you from South Korea, you done went to Montgomery, think you finna be living your life out there in Wind Lakes. And Kim Jong-il come around that corner in a Hyundai Genesis, like, I'm talking about candy, apple, crimson. Ooh, babe. And they said Kim Jong-il got a haircut like Nick Saban now. They said you don't want to see Kim Jong-il if you from South Korea and you at that karaoke, you at that Do Re Mi Fa Sol Latte. Oh, baby. They said you better get your ass out of that karaoke place over there at Vaughn Road and Bear Road. If you see a sleek aerodynamic design Hyundai Genesis pull up and you see a Korean with slanted eyes with a Nick Saban haircut, they said it's Kim Jong-un. And he said you supposed to be at Camp Bow Wow on all four of your legs. That's 2 arms and 2 legs. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be at that concentration camp, and you down here living like you living on the white privilege. You know, you're not paying your tithes to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to pay your tithes to the Lord, like, just like a full gospel church. You're supposed to be paying Kim Jong-un. And you ain't supposed to be living out here in Wind Lakes. You're supposed to be living at Camp Bow Wow behind that twisted metal and barbed wire. You know what I'm telling you, like him? But nevertheless, like them, I seen that ultimate driving machine. Ooh, boy, you talking about plush and ooh, like him. I'm talking about beautifully made. It ain't, when I tell you, and I went out there and I done searched, like him. When I tell you, she got the best vehicle out of all the vehicles. It ain't really nothing you can do about it. I'm talking about everybody then sit up there and try to put themselves next to that vehicle, and nobody, like, it ain't no other female can put their body next to that body. I'm talking about in that engine, next to that engine. You know what I mean? And you know what they saying? How did she do that? How did they, you know what I mean? It's a one of a kind, like. It's a one of a kind, but I'm gonna tell you what those people do that rent that vehicle, they dog it out. You know what I mean? I kind of wish she was with Hugh Hefner or Larry Flint, you know what I mean? Or some of the high class. That's who she should have dealt with. she should have dealt with more of the high class guys, you know what I'm saying? Because she been out there at Avis and, she been out there at Enterprise and stuff, and they just been dogging her vehicle out. I like, that is a shame, you know what I mean? And sometimes people do that with their rental car. They get that rental car. I'm talking about they be running tricks and running numbers. They smoking all in your car, don't they? They got one leg in the glove compartment, the other leg in the trunk, you know what I mean? Like, how they got their leg in two different places and they foot to the metal? They do that when they run the car, you know what I mean? Smoking in that thing, eating it out. How you gonna eat that car out with your leg in the glove compartment, a leg in the trunk, and you eating out that takeout food? You know what I mean? I'm talking about, like, they doing all that at the same time. Got their lips all over the telephone and stuff on that wireless net, you know what I mean? You got your mouth all over that wireless internet talking, eating out that takeout with your leg in the trunk, a leg in the glove compartment, smoking that loud pack, smoking that Tutti Frutti, you know what I mean? In there smoking that Fruity Loud, you know what I mean? It's sad, but it's true, like. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm talking about drive it to the thing, run out of fuel. I'm talking about the fuel injection messed up on it. You know what I mean? How you gonna drive that car that fast? Fast past the speed limit. You gonna let it run out of gas? You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff, just abusing that car. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people do that, like, a lot of people say they gonna rent a car. You got a nice car. You got a nice foreign car that you can drive out there to see your folks that live in another state. Why are you renting the car? Because you need a car that you can dog out. So you value your car. You're going to put your car in the garage and you're going to go rent a nice car like that and dog it out. You know what I mean? And see, just like this, so I just adopted that girl and she said that she didn't know that people did that. You know what I mean? If she knows, she wanna, you know what I mean? She said she waited late before she found out. She didn't learn the lesson till later on. That she's supposed to be in the garage, you know what I mean? And she only supposed to be like, at the car show. At the Barrett Jackson car show. And folks supposed to be bidding on it, you know what I mean? They supposed to be bidding on it and whoever got the most money, they can't even really drive it. They can't do nothing but lick it and polish it and take pictures of it and kiss it, you know what I mean? They ain't supposed to be driving the hell out that car like that. You know what I mean? And now when they really, she's saying it's her time to shine, nobody don't want to spend no money with her. You know what I mean? See, that's the dilemma she going on now. So we out here on this internet, and they got her down there at the last. I'm talking about, like, she the ultimate driving machine, right? Man, they got everybody and their mama is ranked higher than she is, like. They got her down there at the bottom, like, I like, now, see, what I'm trying to tell you is, see, when it's your time to get your reparations and your pain and suffering, you see, they done drove you to the limit, you know what I mean? They didn't give you no oil change, no tune-up. They ain't even take you to the car wash. You see them? They ain't even buff you out and put no wax on that thing, you know what I mean? They got you out there looking like a, you know what I mean? Looking like something at pull apart, like, They got you like you supposed to be at the salvage yard. You know? It's just a sad lesson, but you know what I'm saying? If I find a good way to tell a story, that's the only way you can get what you really deserve. Somebody have to really understand what's going on. You know what I mean? They really, you know what I'm saying? You can say, yeah, shit, you the shit. You can be like Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B will never have the money she's supposed to have. You know what I mean? They gonna always reduce Cardi B to what she really is. Think it's a game like that. She might have made some money, but she not gonna have the money. You know what I mean? When she was supposed to do something with the money, I bet you she blowed it, like, when she mess up, they always gonna start talking about the Amigos. When the Amigos mess up their money, they gonna talk about Cardi B. It's a ping pong game, like, And at the end of the day, both of them gonna be like Megan Thee Stallion. They gonna say somebody messed up their contract. They don't know who got their money or why they suffering. And they gonna have to lean on somebody that got their ducks in a row. Think it's a game, like, It happened to a lot of people, like, yeah, man, I used to listen to Migos all the time. All said and shit, hell yeah, the motherfuckers, they bad to the bone. But think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Man, that shit play out. Man, I used to listen to New Edition all the time. I used to listen to Ralph Transmit, Bobby Brown, goddamn Belleville DeVoe. But guess what happened, ladies and gentlemen? After all that singing and making all them hits, man, them boys broke as hell, ladies and gentlemen. Man, them boys flew all around the planet. Everybody know their name. All the old school people know their music. They can say that's one of their favorite groups. You know what I'm saying? But ladies and gentlemen, man, you might have more money in the bank at goddamn Regions of fucking South than them boys got in the bank, man. It's just that serious, like, yeah. You know, and it's bad when everybody know your name like Cheers. Everybody know your name like you at Cheers. You wanna go where everybody knows your name and they're always glad. And goddamn, everybody know you and you broke as hell, like, yeah. That's a bad situation to be in. It really is. And everybody know you. Why? Because you a Hyundai employee. Look at you. Look how fine you is with them khaki pants on. I'm talking about, you got an African-American girl. Beautiful skin. I'm talking about big old booty hanging out in them khakis. And now I get what Hyundai told you. Call us back in May. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, you need your money now. You can't wait on no goddamn May. Shit. You know how long it is before May get here? Man, that shit gonna be like 3 weeks from now. Then they gonna say, call them. They didn't say just come back. They said go down there and fill out unemployment. That means that you don't work at Hyundai. Don't you understand what they doing to you? Do you don't understand what they doing to you? They pulling a furlough on your ass. They finna disable this motherfucker. Like, they finna break y'all down to the gristle. I don't know what really happened. But somebody need to start telling what happened. Something happened that wasn't supposed to happen. Because I'm going to tell you, this is like a radical extreme furlough where they telling you if you want some money, go file for unemployment. If you file for unemployment, you got to say that you don't work for Hyundai. What part of that don't you understand? You're going to have to tell the state of Alabama that you don't work for Hyundai no more. So how the hell are you saying that you work for Hyundai? You telling people you work for Hyundai and you going back and you ain't going no goddamn where if you get some unemployment because you don't have a fucking job, like, yeah. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, like, yeah. So I'm gonna tell you, man, while you out there partying, have a good time, you better save you $20, like, yeah. Cause you never know how bad it's gonna be. You know, I like to have a good time and stuff like that, but I'm gonna be honest with you, like, yeah. You know, I've been living that goddamn renegade life for years, like, yeah. A lot of time I got money stacked up to the ceiling, but I don't bother it, like, you know, because even if I live like a renegade, them people at Wall Street and them people in Silicon Valley, they gonna say that nigga got money. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn how he look. I don't care how broke he is. That motherfucker got money stacked to the ceiling at Wall Street, and they know it. And they know I'm not gonna touch it. You know what I'm saying? But see, you, for some reason, you said that the stock market don't affect you. They said, a lot of y'all told me, if the stock market crash, it ain't gonna bother my pay. I'm still gonna get paid whether the stock market, you see how I really go now, you know what I'm saying? We finally got to a place in a moment in time where you realize that the stock market does affect you. And you just can't go in there and throw somebody Wall Street journals in the garbage and they not yours. Because you don't value them numbers. But I live by those numbers, and you do too. You know? You just didn't know that you live by them. You know what I mean? It's sad that you realize that you live by them numbers when you done throwed it in the garbage can. You know what I mean? It's sad, but it's true. Like so let's please pray for Cardi. I don't wish no bad on Cardi B. I don't wish no bad on the Amigo. I don't wish no bad on Megan Thee Stallion. But see, Megan Thee Stallion, she fine as hell. You know what I mean? And she got talent. But what good is that when